Greetings, welcome back everybody. Um, I was over in the Cole 285 sector CC-K A38-2 um, for a while in a Type 6 that I got enough from doing those rep missions. Very lightly kitted out to get myself some cash flow. Discovered some things that are going to make it a lot easier for y'all. Um, I got 150 million. Um, Not needed as much because I sold the ship and some of these components that I wanted A rated, they didn't have at this facility, but I'm not going to need them, I don't think. What I did, I've got two subsurface displacement missiles that are more efficient now. Three of these 2Ds, and from what I understand, if I remember right, you want, I think, 2 limpets per one of these. Um, if it's three, I'm going to be some limpets short, but we'll go back to that. Utility mount, I have a pulse wave analyzer, which we'll want to use. Um, Core internals, I actually put a 6D power plant on it, and as you can see down below here, I am just shy of maxed out power on that. One of the big benefits is this is only 16 tons, so I'm maintaining some jump range, which is not going to be a major thing on how I'm looking at doing my mining operations with the way things are sitting right now. I'll show you what I'm looking at with the mining situations here in a minute. 6D thrusters, also because of weight. I would like that to be higher, and I would probably might need to bump that to a 7D if I can't bump up its output enough to cover the heavier thrusters. 5A frameshift drive. I will have to upgrade the power to be able to upgrade this. 4D life support, 6D sensors. I always go D-rated on those two. And the 7D power distributor, I am probably going to have to hold off every once in a while, get off the trigger because my mining laser is going to pull too much power. Um, I'm going to do a couple rounds of it just to see how much power I'm going to lose or how much time it's going to add to my things. On the optionals, 264-ton cargo racks, and then also one other one just because there's a slot I had open. So that's 128, that's 132 cargo, plus 8 more with this refinery. So I've got 140 tons of cargo I can actually bring out of the asteroid that I'm mining. And at over 1,000,000 credits each, that's a very quick amount of funds you're going to be able to get. I went with the 6D shield generator primarily for the mass difference. And by the way I'm going to be doing my mining, unless they change some things, this is more to protect me if I bump rocks and stuff like that. 258 limpet collectors. That gives me 6 total limpets that I can have out at any time. A 4A fuel scoop. Uh, this is not actually going to be needed when I get out there. So I might go and change that out when I get close to where I'm going to be doing the mining from a fuel scoop to more storage. Or some more collector limpets. Prospecting limpets, I have a 3A, which will give me 2 active limpets so I can scan the next rock. And that's most of it. I put a docking computer on it Oh, wait a minute. I almost goofed. This is going away. Because I need a surface scanner. I was wondering why I had an extra slot, and that's the reason. Because I needed that surface scanner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording. Actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and back out a little bit. And of course I need to set my fire groups up. And while I was mining, I picked up a bunch of carbon. A very little bit of iron, a little bit of nickel, a whole lot of phosphorus, and sulfur. And that's just a byproduct of doing your mining. So that stuff was all done. And then this is the mining missiles. I'll go ahead and go over here because I know I've got a whole bunch more credits to sell to the these guys because I was honking every system I went through.
Incoming message.
And I'll check that here in a minute. And then over here to the fire groups. My collector limpets I do on 1. This will be on a 2 because these are also 1s. And then over here, actually, my bad. I forget, that's always what I have on that first row, are these items here. So next one is going to be this, that, and we are done with the fire groups. And okay, rep change. That's kind of what I figured it was going to be. So that's the ship setup so far. It currently, because it's non-engineered, I'm running a just shy of 21 light year jump range. But we will be able to bump this up fairly significantly right off the get-go. I'm going to be short on a couple things to get it maxed out. But yet again, I'm not too concerned about it because of what I'm going to be doing. Because what I was doing is running that's not where I was at. Why it stopped there, I'm not sure. Coal sector. Oh, 285 sector. And because I was just out there not too long ago, this will be fairly accurate when I pull up the system. I'm mining off this planet. I'm not sure if that's the one that's the best, but I scanned all these other rings, and this is the one main I'm looking at. So if you look at these, all these are your fleet carriers in this system. Quite a bit of fleet carriers around here. The thing is, these are listed in places on what you get. This one's advertising $700,000 to buy the low temp diamonds. I actually sold some on one of these ships. I sold this one here. I sold a whole bunch of them that like 1.3 or 1.4 million each. And what I have listed on the one I'm more familiar with is ED Tools set up for mining routes and things like that. There's one place that's selling for 1.6 million. Most everyone else that pops up on that is selling for is buying at like 9,600, 1.1, 1.2. So I actually got better rates from a ship sitting in that system. And I found that by actually, I'm going to go, since I know where I'm going next. Ooh, that's a long way out. I'm going to be on this trip for a little while. Let's see. 17 jumps. But I got all that information from System Chat. Right here. That tells you he's buying it for 1.4 million. Why leave the system I'm mining at and spend 30 minutes plus just in travel time to sell for less than what he's selling them for? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back out here with this Python I just built, make several more loops, sell all that product, and on my way in, I'm going to find a station with a shipyard close by that I can park my mining Python and get back onto my Diamondback Explorer so I can go out exploring and everything else. Because right now, I'm sitting at a little over 100 and almost 109 million. Let's see, where is it at? Codex is what I'm looking for. Trading. Ooh, it's not showing it. I thought it did. Oh well. I thought it actually told you there and that. In this here, what I needed for next levels and things like that. I'm going to pull this up real quick. I think this is what I'm looking for here. According to this, actually come back here for a minute. I am currently an entrepreneur and a pathfinder. So I'm an entrepreneur, and to get to elite, I need 881 million credits from where I'm at roughly right now. And I say pioneer on trading. I mean on exploration. No, Pathfinder on exploration. So I need a whole lot to get to elite there. So I'm probably going to go and do a bunch of mining to get to elite status. And when I do that, it will give you, when you make elite status in anything, it gives you access to Jameson Shipyard in the Shinrasa Desra system. There's a discount on ships modules, and it has every ship in the game. You can buy it from that location. And that's going to be my goal here. I plan on making that this week. I've got almost 170 million. I could do that in a couple days worth of just pure mining with this Python and get that money up, especially without having to traverse a long distance to sell the products. So I'm going to jump over, pause this, jump down to Felicity, and see how much setting up on this ship we can do. I'll see you there. Actually, while I'm jumping around, just thought of something. The reason I changed from that Type 6, the smaller of the types. I just drew a blank on it, just look which one it was. Type 6 or 7. It's because fully geared out for mining, I only carried 40 tons of cargo with a full refinery. So I'm going to go ahead and double check that. Because I hate giving the wrong information out. Type 6 is what I was using. Equipped up for mining, I was only getting about 40 tons out at a run. With what I have on this ship, I will be getting eight out of this, plus 128, so 136 possible tons I can pull out, compared to 40. So I'm getting 4 times the amount of inventory out per run than what I was able to do with my last ship. Now, of course, it's going to take me longer to get that together by a little bit, but not a whole lot, because this ship has stronger mining lasers, and it also has those subsurface deposit extraction missiles. And from what I've been seeing, those subsurface deposits are paying out pretty darn good, unless they nerfed it on that patch this morning. We'll see how that goes, but I should be able to get a lot more credit per run. And if I can just get 1.2 million per run, per ton per run, it's not going to take me long at all, you know, to get that roughly billion credits, which is what you need to get into elite status. If you remember, it was something along those lines. So within 6 runs, full runs, I'll be able to move over to the Shinrarta, which means I might just go and say not move my ships over there and just stage up at Jameson's and Shinrarta Dedra. But just wanted to bring those up. I'll bring you back when I get to Felicity, because we've got a little bit of flight time to go still. Alright, welcome back everyone. The reason I came out here was twofold. Number one, the main reason is because I want to get her rep up. Oh, I am at 5. Okay. Didn't need that. Oh well. But coming out here, look at what I have for options. Where I have this, the frameshift drive is pinned. So I can do that at any time. Don't think I need okay, that's close. I'm just gonna go here. And one more. Alright. So we now have 30% rate increased radius. I have this blueprint pinned for the FSD range already. So I could have done that anyway, since I do have her maxed out. But I also wanted to upgrade some other things like that power plant. I forgot to pin McQueen's when I was there for the multi-cannon. And I forgot, well, it's earlier in the video when I showed you what the jump range was on this ship. I should have pulled that up again before updating all this stuff. Or I should boosting it, whatever you want to call it. Okay, that's all we're going to be able to do. But that did bump us up pretty good. Sensors. We can go lightweight, which is what I'm going to do. You know, just less your ship weighs, the better your jump is, and everything else. So, not so big on this ship since I'm not going to be jumping around everywhere, but why not? Yeah, we'll hold off on that one. So, we got the power plant. We don't have the engines yet. Dirty drive tuning. Actually, before I go there, okay, we have plenty of power, so that's not going to be an issue. And we're just shy of 30 light year jump range. I want to say before we're at like 21, 22. So that will help. 30 drive tuning. This will speed up maneuverability. My concern is that thermal load. This will lower the thermal load. Because this ship, as I was jumping, did build up heat pretty dang heavily. I'm going to go ahead and hold off on that. Let me check here what we can get on this. I don't think she has power plants or thrusters. Core internals. She has thrusters, but no power plants. See right here, the power plant, the heat efficiency is where I'm thinking the issue is with me scooping at the sun. She has the 6 Bs. Thermal load 1.3. But as you see there, that's 64 tons compared to 16. I'll just go ahead and leave all this the same. And I'm not going to worry about any of that. And what I forgot to do way back when, yeah, I don't have it on here. I should have mapped. I should have this saved in my locations. I'm going to do this and that. Now I'm going to go here. It's not showing anything there. There's the bookmark. Edit. Low temp diamond mining. That'll save a whole lot of typing in my future. And that is going to be 14 jumps away. We are going well over 100 light years further, and we're doing it in 3 less jumps than getting to where we are now. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this again, and I'll bring you back when I do a little bit of mining. I'll see you there. Okay, so back at it. We've got some decent surface deposits on that asteroid, but we also have tritium, low temperature diamonds, subsurface. So we'll go ahead and go in here, and what I generally will do is mine the rock and I am going to have to upgrade the power plant and the distributor, because I do want to get well below 50% before I have to let off again. If I had an A-rated distributor, I think I can get away with never having to let go. Yeah, I'm at a D. If I went 7A, I'm pretty sure I would never have to mess with it. So I'll probably go and mess with that here sometime in the not too distant future. And the reason you want the faster thrusters is to be able to maneuver around the asteroids. While you're going. Now this asteroid, because the way it's rotating, and I just don't want to try to find the happy medium. It's going to take my collectors a little while longer to get the items.
Collector limit expired.
And I'm going to lose a bunch of them right here. I really get myself upset when I do that. I try to do all my mining so the limpets, so the rocks fall below the area they're going. So this is a low temp diamond, displacement missile. You fire and hold the activation trigger, and it did not like that hit. It did not like that hit. Oh, that's a surface deposit. That's why. I need subsurface deposits to use that. That one would take an abrasion blaster. This is a surface deposit. That's a subsurface. And this is a subsurface. So I'll go ahead and wait. And I'll show you with this. Drills deploying, and boom. Now, that's not going to be a good one because of the angle and the graphs. But that one rock, instead of being 20%, 10, 20%, like you see on most drilling on the mine, that's a 50% rock. So you get a pretty big return when you use the subsurface things, displacement missiles. A lot of people are going out here and just doing subsurface displacement and blowing them up, using and that one's blowing out 2 chunks. Let's see if I can get another one in there. Got another one in there, and this is going to blow out another single. Nope, 3 chunks came out on that one. So that's basically how you do subsurface mining. It's not all that difficult, and you do get a lot of return on them. That's why a lot of people are just doing subsurface low temp diamonds. And I'll just get that tritium to whatever fleet carrier I do my mining at. So that's that, and I've got the pulse wave lined up. I believe I'm facing the wrong direction now. Yeah. And also, if I have my upgraded thrusters, my ship would maneuver a lot better right here. Where's the other ones at? I know I saw some others in this general area. Okay, I guess we'll go over to that one over there for now. Thought there was another real bright one. Oops. Backed up into that rock. Oh, it's behind this one. We got another real bright one behind this. I'll show you that, and then I'm going to go ahead and stop this one. Okay, it's that one, and then there's another one directly behind this rock that's really throwing out some bright colors. I want to get an idea which one it is back here. Okay, I thought I saw some brighter colors than that. That might be it right there. Nope. So we'll just go ahead and hit these. Switch up for my prospector. Shoot a prospector into that one. Okay, and that's another one there.
Asteroid depleted.
Oh, I've been this way. Dagnabbit.
Asteroid scan complete.
Alright, I think I've already hit this one here.
Programming Leapit drone. Prospect to limpet failed.
I'm just building my systems up again in case I bump some more rocks. It'll replenish the shield.
Prospect to limpet engaged.
Okay, that's got that stuff, and
Asteroid scan complete.
surface deposit, surface deposit. So I needed an abrasion blaster on the ship also. Oh well. I'll have to fiddle with that when I get to a place and reset this ship. Ideally, I might just hold off and not get it until I got my ship I'm going to fully set up for mining. That'll have a lot more hard points on it. Or I'll take off one of my mining lasers. But that brings its own issues. Okay, low temp diamonds. It's a subsurface, and those are the other ones. So we'll select that. Actually, I have to go back to that and get one of them. Now I've got one of my displacement missiles. Actually, that's what I might do, is just change out my displacement missile. I have one of them turned off to only fire one missile at a time. This sucker's moving pretty good. Drill is deploying. I missed that one bad. That's 2 in a row. This is why you want the thrusters to be fairly robust. That's methanol. That's low temp diamonds, but it's on the other side. So you can move around these a lot easier. Now, if you go and hit on these smaller things there, you get more out of it. So those 2 good hits, we're going to get a whole lot of low temp diamonds out of. And this is why a lot of people are going over to the subsurface mining. Just for the amount, purely the amount you get on a clean hit. The rocks are a lot bigger. It looks like that finished off that deposit. So here's our next one here. And we're going to get pretty close to being set out. Now I also go and drop my radar down a lot to be able to see now. If I remember right, we only have the, oh no, we do have another low temp. No, that's a surface deposit. So we're kind of limited on what else we can get. This is why you want a fast maneuvering ship, so you can actually rotate with the rock and get more hits on it as you're going around. I did this when I first started playing a little bit, but the low temp diamond mining with just straight lasers was working pretty good, so I didn't bother with really getting good at the subsurface mining side of things. That was because the rock hit the limpet, probably. Ooh, we got a bunch of them out. Now, by the looks of it, it's a lot easier to lose your limpets doing this stuff. Don't quote me on it, but that's just the way it seems to me. Let's get a couple more of these. And then I'll go ahead and stop the video. You'll get the idea. And basically, like I was saying before, on the system message which just put out there, that Starhopper's still buying them for 1.4 million a piece. And when we're going to be going out of here with about I'll be leaving here with 130-ish, a little over 130. We'll just do easy math. of 130. Well, he's buying them for 1.4 million
Cargo hold.
times 130 of those. That's 182 million credits a run. So you'll get a whole lot of possibilities pretty darn quick. And we still have some more. I mean, shoot, this one rock is going to give me a whole lot of low temp diamonds. I'm actually running out of room in my cargo because I had so many limpets on board. I think this will be the last hit on this one. But this is definitely, with these few of hits,
Maximum capacity.
getting a crap load of cargo in just one run. That's not good. You can fill up your cargo pretty quick, use less limpets, and go about and get your stuff done. But we'll go ahead and call it here. Folks, have a good day. I'm going to finish this out, sell my cargo, and start this download here pretty soon. I might not even fill my cargo hold up all the way. Have a good night. Bye.